Kappa League is a college readiness mentorship program. In Chicago, we took it beyond just mentoring.
Our mission at the Kappa Leadership Institute Chicago is very simple. It is to prepare young men to be successful in their professional and their personal lives. It's really the only program in Chicago that focuses on youth leadership development and college readiness with a focus on minority male high school students that has a strong track record of success.
Kappa leadership builds character. You need to learn what to do before you go into adulthood, and that's what Kappa League brings to the table. And it's something that minority males need.
Coming from my family, I would have never been able to do any other things that they provided for me. I would have never been able to pay for free ACT prep. I would have never been able to study abroad. I would have never been able to go on college tours all around the country. These are things that really expanded my horizons and really showed me what I could have if I just worked hard enough.
We wanted to give them more than just mentorship, to give them reasons to understand why education is important, but we want to give them the tools to be able to successfully combat the barriers they may hinder them from succeeding academically. We wanted to work on non-cognitive variables. You know, people think it's just all about academics, but when you're working with a minority group of population, you have to understand there are variables outside of academics that impede them from wanting to be academically successful.
To that end, we spend a substantial amount of time and energy ensuring that our students are well-grounded with a strong core of personal values, values that allow them to be excellent members of their families, individuals who are accountable to their communities, individuals who are focused on success, and individuals who recognize that it's important to give back to the next generation that's coming behind them.
If you look at the demographics of students going to college, males are far outnumbered by females that matriculate to college on all ethnic levels, not only just minority males. So we chose to work with that demographic of males who by far are challenged or have many barriers, who in themselves we want to see lead a household sometime futuristically. You know, I asked a young man, are you the man you would want your daughter to marry if you had one? And we get them to think from that.
The students that have been successful in our program are students who don't necessarily have all the answers. They are not necessarily the top performing student in their class, but they are individuals who are highly motivated. They're individuals who say, if you can tell me where to run, I'll take the ball and run.
So we're in Roseland. I live in West Pullman, which is pretty much close to here. On a daily basis, one thing is safety. Living in Chicago, walking down the street, trying to get on the bus, you never know what's going to happen. My mom's a single mother. She has 5 children. I'm the oldest at 17, the youngest is 6 months. So it's a bit challenging. My mother is my backbone, so my mother's there for everything. My dad comes and goes whenever he pleases. When I think about my Kappa League mentors, anytime I have a problem, I can call Mr. Gore and he will say, this is what you should do. Or he comes up with questions to get me to the point to where I can answer what should I do in this situation.
We decided that yes, we're working with a population of young men who fit the norm and unfortunately of the status of most African-American young men. They're raised in a single-parent household. They come from a low-income environment. But we wanted to give them more than just mentorship.
They give you just the tools that you need and just give you someone that you can have to talk to. A lot of us lack someone to help us get to the next level or just to have someone to talk to when we're like in our lowest point. I think that's what they give us the most, to have just someone there for you.
With Kappa League, we visited colleges. We talked to some of former Kappa Leaguers that were in the program, or we talked to admissions, going to some of the classrooms, and it was like a home experience. You know, I didn't know you can get that personal connection when you go on a college tour.
College tours I went on with Kappa League, they were extremely helpful because they showed me more options. It really showed me a little more than what I would have thought was in my horizon, and it gave me a lot more options to think about for the future.
The college tours that they take are amazing. Financially, his eyes were open to what schools cost. It's something that myself as a parent would never have been able to cover that many kind of schools. And I also think that that fed into Daniel's thirst to continue his education.
Being on some of those campuses made me realize like what it would be like to be on another campus. So it helped me a lot making my final college decisions when I chose Valparaiso.
So I have the Posse Foundation Scholarship, which is a full tuition scholarship to Trinity College in Hartford, Connecticut. I'm leaning towards public policy and law with a minor in community action.
He has made a lot of friends. One of his best friends is from Kappa League. They actually both went to Ghana together.
Overall, the experience in Africa was interesting. It was definitely something I remember for the rest of my life. I did a lot of new things, tried a lot of new things, and it was just really humbling giving back to the community.
Going abroad was great for me. I went to Costa Rica also with Martise, and we did community service at our host sister's school and a ecological community farm called Finca La Flor.
And we all had different homes. Some of us went to wealthy homes, some of us went to more poor homes. We had to really make do with what we had, and it really made me understand that while I might be in a struggling situation, there are people that are doing worse than me, and there's always room to help people.
I think this program is very important because not only does it keep young black males or minorities out the street, it educates them to want better and do better.
The Kappa League provides opportunities that many of us that were in the program or still are in the program could never even imagine. It changed my life personally, and I know it changes every member in the program's life tremendously. And it's just those little things that are shown to us throughout our lives that show us that there is more to life than just being outside on the streets or being in a part-time job your entire life and not really doing much. There are goals that we can set for ourselves to be great people, and the Kappa League really shows us that.
Personally, I went to Kenwood CPS school, so just coming back from college this year, we lost about 3 to 4 friends, and I've only been home for a little bit over a month now. So just to think that these kids, a year ago, I was walking the hallways with, I was, giving handshakes with, hugs with, laughing with in class, that I will no longer be able to see them. Like, it's heartbreaking, but at the same time, it pushed you to want better of, the kids coming after us. And Kappa League can definitely do that for young minority males in high school.
It's made him a leader, and it has made him step up to wanting to help people.
That's a key part of Kappa League that was, the best thing that happened, confidence. They gave me confidence in myself, believe in myself. And with those key things, that's how you become a leader, and that's how it helped me in high school.
Kappa League not only allows you to become a better male, a better man, but it helps you make a difference in the future.
I am a offspring of what Kappa League produced. I am what they talk about. Being professional and bringing leadership and taking initiative, all those characteristics that they want to bring out in minority males, that's what I am today.
I think Kappa League, it changes your mindset on the world. It gives you new views on things, and that's what's important, because there's 2 roads and one has to be taken. And I think Kappa League helps you take the right road.